Hi, Shahar with BuzzBooster.com. I want to talk to you about a very important thing, and that is how you achieve long-lasting prosperity. You know what? Most of the experts do not talk about that. They do talk a lot about success, but what they focus on is how you have success during a short period of time, like a launch or a JV partnership. And that is just crazy, because that means that you're going to have to be repeating that or creating new products and creating new services all the time. That's just a nightmare. Long-lasting prosperity brings you a flow of income and a flow of clients without you having to output so much effort all the time. It's sustainable for a business. Now, for you to achieve long-lasting prosperity, there are a few points you need to pay attention. So write that down. You are working on a constant basis in order to achieve attention from your market. This is very different than using social media, for example, just for visibility. That million followers on Twitter, if they don't pay attention to what you're saying, if they don't follow your guidance, they are worth nothing. So yes, you get visibility, you get some awareness, but you never get the sales, and you want that if it's a business, right? You want to have sales and profit. That's part of the deal. For that, you need to get attention from the market. Second, create appeal. You need to be worried about being appealing to people, being relevant to people, because that creates desire and that makes them take action. We need to create desire in order for them to take action and buy your products and services. And abundance, meaning that you have to create a business that brings abundance to you from different channels of revenue, from different efforts where you have leverage. You do one effort and get many results. So attention, appeal, and abundance are crucial. And you should be thinking, how do I get that? How do I get attention? How do I make myself appealing? And how do I create abundance in my business? Guess what? There are simple 3 steps for you to focus every single day. Very important to work with them together. They don't happen separate. They actually happen together, and every day you should have some efforts towards each one of them. This is sustainable. The other stuff you hear out there, that you just use a new tool, a new software, that doesn't take you anywhere. So for example, mindset, extremely important for you to work your mindset, especially if you're stuck in one level of income and you want to go to another. Believe me, if you don't work that part, no matter how great you are, you're not going to be able to move forward. Let me tell you a story. Some time ago, National and I were talking about 9 years ago when we started with 2 bags and a teddy bear, and how things were different, to the point that our behavior had changed in many levels. A simple thing, we used to eat junk food all the time, which we don't do anymore. But not only that, everything in the life was different. And then I told her, you know what, Nash? Because that woman and that child of 9 years ago, they do not exist anymore. We changed the identity of who we were. And at that moment, it dawned on me something very important, because we had reached the plateau in the 6 figures and we couldn't move forward. And we couldn't figure the why. And actually we spent tens of thousands of dollars with coaches to help us, but they were too worried in tools, in you know, how do you tweak copy on the websites. They never got the real point here, that it was for you to move to one level to the other. You need to change your identity. Now I'm saying this on a very real level. You need to understand what it is to be on another level, how you behave, and how, most of all, how you think. Once you do that switch, it happens internally, you are able to move forward. If you don't work on that, you get stuck in the process. So very, very important here to work mindset. Second, message. Here we need to think about how we communicate with the audience, but most of all, how we become irresistible to our market. It's about positioning, something that a lot of people are afraid of dealing with, because they think, oh, I have to change stuff in my business. Yes, you do. A business is like a being. It evolves, and you have to make tweaks all the time. Here you have to become irresistible to the market. Now we have a process about that we call Irresistible Business. You can get the free audio at buzzbooster.com and listen to that, because we go in depth in what this is. Extremely important. If you don't get this right, this here, next step doesn't work. Marketing. A lot of people put this above everything else. And then they spend a lot of time and a lot of money marketing different channels, using social media, and they never see results. And they get extremely frustrated because they don't get results. It's very easy not to get results, especially with social media. And why? Because they put this first. Here is how you communicate with your audience in a way that you're always getting attention and be appealing to them and generating abundance. So it needs to be specific with all the rest, and then the output is good. Okay? So, as you see, there are some points to achieve long-lasting prosperity, but they are not difficult. They do need to be worked every day. First, you need to have in your mind, always present, that you need to get attention, be appealing, and generate abundance. To do that, you need to work the mindset, the identity of the person running this business, the message, the positioning, and the marketing. With this three, you achieve success in long-lasting prosperity. It is simple. You just need to spend some time and think about that. Okay? And I'll see you next time. Shahar with BuzzBooster.com.